What is up, guys? Bolognese here with another replay review. This time I'm here on Prokhorovka in my T29. Had this tank for a couple of weeks now, and I've finally got an ace in it on Prokhorovka of all maps. So gonna go to the center ridgeline here and use the good depression that this tank has, and hopefully get some snipes up onto the 0 line and to any TDs, which the team has quite a few of, sitting on the 1-2 line. Arty, there is 3 Arty, so I need to be aware of them. So just going to peek here and look for any potential tanks trying to do spotting. They don't have any scouts, so their meds are going to have to try and spot for their artillery and TDs. The FE304 is spotted, and he will be a priority target to take out because it can fire so rapidly. So T43's up, put a shot into him, and get a nice little fire. KV85 is next. Aim at the lower plate and put a nice shot into him as well. And second fire of the game, KV2 on fire as well. Nice little snapshot into the T34-1. I was pretty lucky that actually penetrated, and artillery has nothing better to do, so they're shooting me and Kaiser in the center of the map here. So just waiting for these tanks that are going to be pushing the ridgeline to be spotted. The shot dips a little bit low and goes into the ground. Going to put a blind shot into this T29, and I don't think that penetrated because it looked like it dipped low then. Put a second blind shot in. And now we're just waiting on our heavy tanks, the KV85, the T43 and that on the hill to spot. Our IS is YOLOing, however, he has very poor view range, so more than likely he's going to get spotted and going to die. The T43 decides to go for a YOLO scouting run and dies, and of course Arty shoots me again. The IS on the 1 line dies and does not spot a single thing, obviously, because he's a blind Russian tank and he's trying to do the job of a scout. But good on him for trying to take some initiative and actually push instead of sitting at the back and camping. Put a blind shot into where I thought the T29 might have been sitting. And now just waiting for these tanks on the hill to keep spotting the hill, because once you win the 0 line, it makes it much easier to then push onto the enemy cap. T34-1 spots me again, and I'm now just waiting for Arty to hit me. There it is. I decided not to repair my tracks until potentially later in the game. T25 AT is spotted. Shot goes a little bit high and misses him. Pretty sure that penetrated. Looked pretty good. We can see our TDs on the one line are now trying to push and trying to spot. So going to try and support them. Cromwell was spotted. First time the Cromwell's been spotted during the game, so he must have been camping at the back trying to pro snipe. Bounce the back of a Cromwell. It was a bad angle, so to be expected. OI broken tier 6 armor profile here. Put another blind shot in. Obviously get hit by Artie again. Somehow I'm spotted. I think it must have been the Cromwell. Done a little scout run. Artie hits me again, and I'm going to repair my tracks this time because more than likely Artie's going to be aiming at that spot. So the heavy tanks have pushed up onto the hill, the enemy heavies, and they are now putting pressure on. So I'm going to try and shoot through the train tracks here. Get a nice little shot through the train track. Try and pick up the kill on the T29. He disappears, so I'm going to be aiming at where the OI was last spotted because it's going to be an easier hit. The T34-1 is pushing over, spotting the mid-ridge as well. So our TDs have pushed up. They spotted an SU-152. There's also a Jag Panther and a Sturmel sitting at the back there somewhere, so we need to be aware of that. The II is spotted on the hill. Now I'm going to try and aim this shot and penetrate it. Finally get a penetration on the tank, and I'm spotted by the T34-1. I can't let him continue to do this. Kaiser's trying to put pressure on him. Artie fires at me again. So I'm wanting Artie to focus on this T34-1 because if he just keeps popping over in that, there's no way we can support Hill. So we need to try and take care of him. So Kaiser and I both move up. Looks like Artie potentially fired on our team, fired a shot at him. The T34-1 gets too aggressive, and I pick up the kill on him. The scores are even at 6-6. However, we are quite ahead on hit points right now. So T29 spotted on the hill. Just take my time, aim the shot, and get the kill. Only the OI is left on the hill now, so we just need to kill him, and then we can focus on the 9 line. OI is spotted, and that's some wonderful tier 6 armor there. Meanwhile, in chat, there's multiple abuse going on from our own teammates against each other. Kaiser's going to move up and try and spot the 2 line. I'm going to move into the bushes here on the 6 line and try to spot the TDs, who I reckon are going to be around A5, A6 area on the back side of the train tracks. Kaiser decides to go try and spot those Artie, and he's going to cross the train tracks, go down the 7 line, and then spot in the A5, A6 area by either proxy or poking. And I'm just waiting and lining up the shot, waiting for him to spot them. So sitting in the bushes, trying to keep my camo rating up. Suramel is no longer on the 1 line, or was never there to start off with. Get the tracking shot on the Suramel, and he is killed. Lorraine 155 is spotted up onto the hill and is YOLOing down. That was a bad shot. I should have led that more, especially because I am shooting AP. Kaiser is killed by something, so not quite sure what that was, especially in that position there. More than likely it was the FD304, who has a very high arc. So now we're just got to play a spotting game. I need to wait for my heavy tanks to now push up to that area where Kaiser was at the A5, A6, A7 area and try and spot anything in the bushes and spot the 5 line down on the opposite side of the train tracks. So just lining up a shot now, knowing that tanks regularly camp here, and there have been several tanks already killed there. Potentially, there's going to be something sitting there. And sure enough, there is a Jag Panther sitting there. Put a shot into him. And unfortunately do not pick up the kill on the Jag Panther. So now I decide it's time to get aggressive. I'm going to go forward, get spotting and that, because now after the map changes on this, the 2 line is much harder to shoot from the center ridge. You basically have to get up underneath them and try and spot them out because their low ground is much deeper now on the 2 line. So gonna move up and try and spot their remaining tanks. So just looking down this A2 area, that's where I was looking then, because that's regularly where a lot of TDs and Arty will sit. And there is something sitting there. KV85 is sitting there. I don't have a shot. I'm trying to see where he is. He's hidden behind the building. And I get a nice high roll for 271 damage and pick up the kill on him. So now I'm just going to push forward pretty well. The game is in the bag. ISU 152 is spotted. Take my time, aim the shot, and pick up the kill on the ISU. KV2 is spotted in the same position. However, I don't have a shot and I need to push forward in order to get the kill. He is killed, however, unfortunately by the SU 12244 on our team. And I'm now going to move up, try and spot the Burt artillery, and that's the game. And the Jag Panther picks up the kill on the Burt Arty. And here is the replay. It was an ace tanker. We got a Confederate and a high caliber. It was 2079 XP. $4,477 damage, 4 kills, 1,386 base XP. And I fired 28 shots, of which 15 penetrated and made 27,000 credits. Thanks for watching my replay, and I'll catch you on the next one.